Welcome back, Toronto traders, after you missed a brutal sell-off. Yes. So what's going on, people? Well, there's a lot going on in the markets. If anyone's been paying attention, or if you just came or arrived from Alpha Centauri and you just don't know what's going on here on Earth, well, there's a lot that's been happening in the last 5 days alone, last 9 days alone. Okay, let's say 7 business days alone. Markets have been on a day-to-day slump and continuously day to day. And I would have never fathomed, honestly. I know, there's viruses and pandemics that happen and stuff like that happen, but I know that's enough disruption, like a corona flare, a solar flare, or something like that. There's a lot of things, EMTs. There's a lot of things that could. Visitation by aliens. There's a lot of things that could happen that could trigger a sell-off, a crash, correction in the market, whatever you want to call it. I never fathomed it would have been a pandemic in 2020. I never fathomed it would be this. Honestly, wholeheartedly. I would have never put my finger on the pulse. I know I've said that many times already on the last couple of morning coffees with Mike. But anyways, let's call a spade and see what's happening here. So welcome back, Toronto traders, after you missed a brutal sell-off. So what's happening is the market's got another day. So what usually happens is, yesterday, Toronto trading halted. I traded today. I had a few stocks that were up, a few gold stocks and stuff. They were still up, and I said, I'm just going to dump these now. They're up. I made money. I'm not going to cry, right? A couple of stocks I had were pretty up there, right? So I said, you know what? I'm not going to panic. I'm up. Let me just bow down for it now. And then ever since I bowed out or kind of sold out of the market, I noticed that I would have been down another couple of grand in the last hour and a half, 2 hours. Though that's how bad it's looking, even with gold and silver. The safest havens, right? And then it goes back to people arguing, Mike, it's got to be physical. If you can't touch it, you don't own it. That's true. I'm not arguing that either. So, equity desks across Toronto floors are bracing for an ugly start as Canada's main stock exchange come back online after a technical glitch that shut down operations 2 hours early yesterday. So, I remember when that and it flatlined all the stocks. They didn't flatline to the bottom. They just plateaued. Nothing moved when they halted trading. So, today's Friday. They're lucky today's Friday. Because if today was Monday or Tuesday, oh wow, the Friday they got the weekend to pump money into the markets and get everything propped up, ready to go, right? Halted trading, I covered that on yesterday. So guys, if you go to the channel, guys, if you can, that's me watching Telemundo there, in Spanish there. I watch a lot of news sometimes in Spanish because I just like to actually see a different point of view. There it is, right there, first story on my thing. Trading halted in Toronto and Montreal, right? So the exchange has seen 660 million shares traded up to a point, according to the TMX Group's website. In the first 3 days of the week, investors traded an average 305 million shares a day in TSX composite stocks, according to data compiled by Bloomberg. That is 41% higher than the average daily volume 3 months ended February 26. That is 41% higher than the average. 41% higher than the daily average volume. All right. All systems are now ready to start business on Friday. Okay. All right. Toronto stocks plunge, catching up to global rout on virus. So again, guys, I would have never expected it to be like this because of this. I honestly thought maybe getting visitation by aliens or a corona flare or a solar flare in the sun. I honestly thought it would have been that would have triggered it, or an EMP, or a big war, like a big hot war, maybe. But I didn't expect. Yeah, Canadian stocks plunge, playing catch up to the rout in the global markets after the technical glitch closed. Again, they go into the same thing. Canadian stocks have been holding up fairly well at the start of the virus outbreak, which is now battering stocks with the economic impact of the virus spreading. The nation's market has crumbled. So every market's this virus. Now we're going to be talking about this on Mike in the Night. Don't forget to go to the channel and pre-watch Mike in the Night. Pre-request to watch it so you can get a notification. Mike in the Night, guys. Don't forget this Saturday at 9 p.m. I might do a pre-show, maybe. So keep posted for a pre-show to get as many callers in as possible. So let's go over what's happening right now. So let's go back. I'm constantly looking at the market. So here it is, guys. The S&P TSX down 512 points today, down 3% in the 16,000 mark. I have a feeling come Monday, if they don't inject enough money into the system over the weekend, I think what's going to happen is it's going to open at a 400 or 500 loss already the start of Monday morning trading, unless they issue a holiday or a bank holiday or a holiday of some sorts. The S&P 500 down 79.65 at 2,899 at down 2.67%. The Dow Jones, that's the kicker right there. I said it was going to be down 790 or 800 on the day when we had the chat. There's a chat room every Thursday on my YouTube channel where we just have relaxing, calming, ambient noises, and we just talk. Dow, down 827 points. That's 3.21% so far. Market's going to be open for another 2 hours. That's a big one. Canadian, US dollar, 74 cents. We finally broke the 75. We broke down from the 75% mark. We were at 75 yesterday. Crude oil taking another big kick in the left nut, not the right nut today. Yesterday was the left nut, sitting at $44.63 per barrel. Bitcoin, I think it's in the nines in the US dollars. Crypto 200, 181. Gold futures down 70 bucks, down at 1572. Russell 2000, and you're going to see a lot of people with hedge funds getting hit today. 1,463, 10-year bond at 1.63. Wow. NASDAQ, 8,372, down 194. Volatility up. And over in the UK, the FTSE sitting at 6,580, down 215 points. The Nikki, again, 805 points. Now, these markets are really taking a kick in the pants. Look at the Nikki. That's today. Let's look at the last 5 days, guys. Holy crap. If this doesn't scare any investor right now or shorten, like right now, a lot of my friends are telling me they're all shorting Canadian banks until they're not allowed to. Because I know in Canada, they passed rules where we couldn't invest in stock in the famous plant. We're not allowed to, Wacky Tobacco here in Canada. We weren't allowed to short it. We're not allowed to short it. So I think they're going to start putting up rules that they can't short banks, even though they're too big to fail, and they prided themselves on making these $1 billion every quarter, and then now they're going to lose, from their, they're going to lose favor with their investors, right? And people will start pulling out, right? And dividends are going to get slashed. We'll see what happens here in Canada, but in the United States, not looking good either on the markets at all. So let's see what happens. Bonds should be doing well, should be rallying, hopefully. Gold, you should see it rallying, but it's very hard to predict with a virus what to do. Like, yeah, there's ways, there's avenues, but it's a hard prediction. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Big hug. Share this video. Get it out there. Join me on Mike of the Nights and join the channel. Thank you.